Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ditto. Hi. This past weekend, I can't even tell you how tiring slash fun slash crazy slash sad slash dope it was. Basically what happened was Friday I performed at World of Dance at City Walk, so I got to perform at WOD Live. It was one of the funnest performances ever. I got to do like this really tight remix to Watch Me Whip. And then that night I caught a 12 o'clock flight to Houston, and Houston was like the coolest place ever. Like, I loved the vibe there, cool people. And then Sunday I shot with Sean Welling. I got to do an AXI episode and I get to be like featured and all that stuff. Super excited for that. I'll keep you guys updated when that comes out. So lots of exciting things going on, but that was kind of my weekend. So because the way my weekend was, it kind of got me thinking. So I basically want to do dance do's and don'ts and the performance on stage version. This is different for everybody's outtake. Some people are like, yeah, on stage, and some people are like, oh my god, stage. I've been through both and I still go through the second one a little more often than I do the yeah, stage. I'm like, stage, 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 stage. But at the end, then I get off stage and I'm like, that was cool. So an awesome supporter of mine gave me this little ball of heaven. Ah. If you guys saw one of my recent vlogs entitled I Want an Ewok, then you would know I wanted an Ewok and I got one, and his name is Wicket because he's one of the main Ewoks, you know. And he's just the cutest little thing in the world and I just love him so much. But yeah, so we're gonna get right into it with these dance do's and don'ts for on-stage live performances. Let's go. Alright, so when you're on stage, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If you don't have a personality, the crowd will not have a personality. And I have learned that the hard way. If you don't look like you're having fun, the crowd will not have fun. On-stage presence is one of the most important things about performing on stage, because dance is a connection with people. But they can't connect with your dance if they can't connect with you. That's the first step. So if you come out on stage all like nervous and awkward looking, they're gonna feel nervous and awkward watching you. Unless you really just do some game-changing-ish, you know? But if you come on stage like, you know, like with a good vibe, a good presence, people are going to feel that way towards you. They're going, okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Like I said in the last video, me making this video is not me trying to say that I know everything, not me trying to say, hey, listen to me, everything I'm saying is right. These are just my opinions. This is just the way I look at things. You don't have to look at it the same way. You can look at it the opposite way. You know what? Do you, boo? Ain't nobody stopping you. Do's and don'ts number 2. When you're on stage, a lot of things are important. You know, like I said, your stage presence. Your music choice is also something that's very important. I have definitely been guilty of this. I always choose songs that take too long to start up. Barbie performance, my performance to Remember by Troy Boy, and I have a feeling a few other performances. You see me like walking around, you see me like stretching, you see me like tying my shoe, I don't know, you see me doing random stuff. I kind of like it because I get the chance to kind of present myself to the crowd, to kind of let them know like, hey, I'm a person too, I don't just robot and leave. Just do be cautious of your song choice, because if it is a ridiculously long song and maybe you're just one person, that might be a little painful on the audience, no matter how good you are. Always better to leave the crowd wanting more, in my opinion. Yeah, I usually do around 4 to 5 minutes for my performances, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, give or take. But I try to do generally around there, so it's kind of enough to be like, okay, I saw her dance, I saw the process, but I don't want to feel like I got on and off, you know? So that's just a suggestion. Be cautious of your music choice, how long your music is, all that kind of thing. Okay, another thing that's very important that I actually just thought of, I didn't even think of this when I was planning out this video. Picking your music, do consider who your crowd is going to be. For me, what I like about crowds is that they're always different. In my opinion, dancing at a battle is entirely different than street showing, you know? For me, when I started to street show on Hollywood Boulevard with some friends, I started to kind of realize how different it was, because I would do stuff that a dancer crowd would go crazy over. And these normal people were looking at me like, I was just so confused. But be considerate of your crowd. If your crowd is a bunch of kids and you're up there trying to do all this crazy musicality and oh this, oh concept, oh throw my box, like them little kids are gonna look at you like, can you just like do? Everyone's gonna interpret it differently, so just be cautious of your crowd. That's all I'm saying. It's something to consider when you're performing on stage. Okay, we've done a lot of do's of dance, so now we're gonna get into some of the don'ts. I am guilty of every wardrobe malfunction in the world besides splitting my pants. First thing, if you guys saw my performance at World of Dance City Walk, you know that on the second drop, my big butt earring fell out. I didn't realize until I got off stage, and apparently when you actually look at the footage, which I realized after a few times of watching it, which kind of cracked me up, what happened was at the end, I blew kisses and I bowed and I walked away. My foot caught the earring and dropped it off like 3 feet away. And I go backstage and I'm like, woo, how did it look? Yay! And they're like, oh, it looked awesome. I'm like, thanks. They're like, you're not gonna get that? I'm like, get what? And they're like, your earring fell off during like the second drop. And I was like, you're kidding, right? But like just the fact that my earring fell out and people noticed it, I absolutely cried all the way to the airport. But you know what? At the end of the day, I had fun. I can own up to my mistake. I'm not one of those people that's like, I don't make mistakes. I'm not like that. Like, nobody's perfect, but hey, you gotta fight through it when stuff like that happens. But try to be cautious so it doesn't. Bring a nail repair kit if you wear acrylics during your performances, because ish happens. And I get on stage, I look over while I'm tutting, and I see one of my nails has gotten short to about here. So that's what happened. So I got off stage and I was like, oh my god, this hurts so bad. It was bleeding, and then I noticed this one had broken off too, sometime during the performance, and I didn't even feel it. And I was like so mad because it hurt so bad. It ruined my performance. It entirely distracted me. I was so PO'd. Luckily, you don't even see it in the front row footage. No, if you're going to have buttons, snapbacks, hats, beanies, earrings, weird shoes, anything that could potentially be a problem, think through it before you go on stage. If you guys have seen my Barbie video, the front row footage, you see this one part where everyone thought it was a move, but I actually just couldn't get the buttons undone. And then later in the performance, you see me unbutton the buttons one by one because it didn't work the first time, so I figured I'd had to go a little more specific about things. Always know your call time when you get to a performance. You should always know where you need to be, when you need to be there. Always have your phone on you in case things change. And when you see the guy that's supposed to go before you walk off stage really sweaty, but it's like 20 minutes early before your performance is supposed to be, realize that somebody backed out and you need to get on stage. This happened to me at World of Dance Dallas, and I walked on stage and didn't even remember what music I was going to dance to. When you are doing slow motion with a group of people, do not trip somebody because you think it'll be funny in slow motion. Because it works. If you're gonna do one of those performances where you dance and then you like freeze and your friend dances and then you go dance, but if your friend's gonna dance for any more than 5 seconds, do not do your little freeze dime stop thing in an awkward position. When you're on one foot with your eyes like this, do not do it when your eyes are wide open. If you're smart, you'll do it with your eyes closed. There's something that covers your face so you can blink. Do not do it like one-legged in the middle of high-fiving somebody with your hair out like this that could potentially fall out any second. Chewing gum I don't even know what else you could do possibly to make that as crazy as possible. Don't do it like smiling like in some super weird expression. Just be cautious of where you're dime stopping, because if you're in any weird position, you are stuck, and if you move, you ruin the whole performance. When you're on stage, always dance to the most popular song. No one else will think of that. Stay away from the edges of the stage. People don't always stick to those when they get on them. If you have a partner, do not abandon them on stage. Bow with them, take them off stage politely, and it'll be great. Yeah, except for that one time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, dude, we gotta go! Anyways, I know I just gave you guys all these random, sarcastic, possibly crazy tips, but I want you guys to take them into consideration, but don't take them too seriously. And most importantly, don't take yourself too seriously. just be able to laugh at yourself when things don't always go perfect, because at the end of the day, not every performance is going to go flawlessly, not everyone is going to work out just as planned, and you just have to be prepared and accepting that things happen, you know? Not everything's going to be flawless, not everything's going to be as precise as you want it to be, because performing live is a one-time chance to nail it. And if that doesn't happen, you can't blame yourself. I'm gonna be honest, I spent my entire weekend beating myself up over how things went in City Walk in Houston because of my performances and my earring and my nails, and I don't know, because it's the embarrassment of, did people see that? Will people judge me for that? Did I just disappoint? And that absolutely breaks my heart to think about. So to be honest, I spent all weekend beating myself up, and now I'm just like, you know what, I just need to laugh at myself, because one, it was freaking hilarious, and two, I don't need to take it so seriously. Things happen, you know, and I think you guys should take that into consideration if anything ever goes wrong on stage for you guys, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of the biggest klutzes in the world, so things are never gonna go right on stage for me, really. You just gotta start accepting it sometimes. I love you guys so much, and because I love you guys so much, and I can't believe I'm almost at 100k subscribers, I wanted to throw out a new video for you guys. So I danced to one of my favorite songs on this gorgeous deck, and I wanted to share it with you guys, so you can check it out right now. You can check out the whole thing in the link in the description. I'll throw in that link and my 2 most recent performances that I mentioned for you guys, so you can check out the full thing and laugh at my earring and nail malfunctions. Woo! Comment below some of your dancing do's and don'ts, pieces of advice for on-stage performances. Let me know what you guys think. We can learn from each other and laugh with each other. So comment below, I'll talk to you guys there, and I will see you guys next week with maybe like a makeup tutorial or something. Okay, well, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, and have a blessed day, and let's talk in the comments. Okay, see you there.